The controversial topic is that single moms can raise sons on their own.
No, that's impossible. You can only show them how to be a good woman. Men that our mothers are telling us to be don't even exist in her bed. Our mothers are telling us to be the kind of man she can't even attract into the house. So how can she guide me to be a man when she don't even have a man? She don't even know a man. Her daddy was fucked up. Her brother was fucked up. My daddy was fucked up. She had a baby by my sisters. How can she tell me what kind of man to be? She ain't mama, you ain't got a man. Or
hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
But the man you got, look what kind of man you got, mama. How you gonna shape us boys to be this kind of man that don't even exist but nowhere in your head? That's what's happening to the black boy, trying to listen to his mama, become a black man that don't even exist nowhere but in his mother's head. With these unrealistic expectations of a man.
Yo, Charleston White was preaching on that. Shout out to the Duke. Calypso, Oregon. Yo, this is one of those conversations that obviously affects me personally because I was raised by a single black mother and trying to navigate this world with what manhood is, and in terms of asking your mother for advice or how do I do this, or you getting jumped or beat up, or learning self-defense other than getting emotional and picking up a gun and shooting somebody, learning those practical skills, learning masculinity, how to be centered, solid, all these different things. When this woman can't really teach you anything other than how to be nice, as they say, be a good woman, but even some of them don't know how to do that in terms of what's considered a good woman. So you're looking at your mother for guidance and things, and you're willing to do anything for her, die for her. And at the end of the day, like, guys, if you really think about it, your mother is your first teacher. She's really your first teacher from the time that you come out of the womb. You spend most of the time with her for the most part. Now, a lot of times these days, mothers are just abandoning their kid and just moving on to the next dude and having more kids. And sometimes the man or either the grandmother is stuck. And the grandmothers, that generation is long past. So men are stuck in the place where mothers are constantly being celebrated, which they should if they're good mothers. And the fathers are just like, and I'm not saying the likelihood of you becoming a professional athlete is very slim, but that's mostly what you're seeing with young black males. The mother is usually standing right beside him on draft night, and the father is nowhere to be found. And they talk all this trash about the father, not knowing the backstory, or you listen to the story that your mother tells you. And a lot of these dudes end up becoming simps, end up spending ridiculous amounts of money to wife up certain chicks that end up getting taken to the cleaners because they're listening to the advice of their mothers, and their friends are doing the same thing, or the other friends that they do have that they left behind aren't doing so well, or they're average dudes at the end of the day. So it's a lot of things that men have to combat. And Charleston White said those things. You see, she was taken aback when he was talking because what he was saying was true. It's children raising children, which is very unfortunate when you look at these things. Children raising children. How can you ever, other than you saying, okay, well, you got these boys clubs, you got these men that are supposed to be mentors to young boys that's volunteering their time a lot of times to teach them a skill, taking time out of their day. And I'm not saying a lot of men aren't genuine because they may have come from that as well, but they're trying to teach young men masculinity, how to be responsible, how to be productive, how to control their anger but be dangerous at the same time. These are things that need to be brought back and taught, and especially in the community. And who am I at the end of the day? Other than I'm here on YouTube making fun, making jokes, and talking about things and giving my little life experience when I should be giving more or imputing more into you guys as watching, but it seems like that's not too popular and you'll go broke doing it. As I sat down with Javon and I did an interview previously, Javon Clark, but they had the whole thing about poor righteous teachers, and the guys who are teaching masculinity isn't really fashionable. So in this space, you're not going to make it that far. There's a very small portion of guys looking for self-help, and it's entertainment at the end of the day, which is what Charleston realized. Entertainment is what people want. They want to be entertained. We talk about putting the medicine in the candy, right, to give to people so that they can accept that it's entertaining. He said it previously. Giving back to the community, you're going to go broke. Trying to teach, you're going to go broke. So why don't you give back? Why don't you do this? It's not appreciated. Even a lot of these good men who take their time to do these things with the kids, they're not appreciated a lot of times. They're looked over. Those aren't the ones that these women choose to procreate and have kids with. It's just a fact. So we have to be honest about this. You're raising a child, you're stuck with the child, you're left with the child. A lot of women opt to be single mothers. And we have to be honest about that. The rite of passage for a lot of women is to become a single mother, to have a kid, become a single mother. They go through that. Bam. The rest of my life is hot girl summer. They don't make the women like they used to. I'm just being honest. Fathers, you can do everything in your power nowadays to be in your child's life. When it's heartbreaking for a lot of the fathers who go through, who spend countless of dollars, and the kids don't appreciate them or the kids don't care because it's the mother that's brainwashing them and controlling their minds. Just being honest. To become a productive person, me personally, right? And I said this on We Need to Talk with Alan. We was talking about this. I said to my mom, in her case, she chose a man that was married. She couldn't teach me anything about being masculine, how to fight, things like that, how to tie a tie. I have memories that I could go on and make a whole podcast about trying to figure things out, how to deal with women, puberty, all these different things that men go through that little boys go through that men sometimes aren't around, and they're sometimes too embarrassed to ask the question. Me, I've had to raise sons for the past 10 years alone. And it's different when you are seeking the knowledge or you seeking that role model or that figure to give you the knowledge, and it's one when your father's actually doing it. Some of you guys have fathers who are just there, they're in the home, which is at the end of the day is still better than nothing. But as a father, you should make it a point once you have a child or once you have kids that you should be telling them everything. You should be telling them everything to improve themselves. You should make their lives better than what it is. Anything you can do to make their lives better, you guys should be doing it. Bottom line, I'm just being honest with you guys. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this video? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. Listen, it's your favorite everything. This is wisdom. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. Can't forget Tony. 50.